Hi, Rex here at RW Mods. Today we're gonna look at this very interesting engine I've been working on. It's the smallest engine I've worked on. It's a little Picco .05. Here's a 21 piston and sleeve for comparison. I've never worked on something this small. Uh, I think this is used on a control line. He said they use a 5.5 inch prop and run 28,000 RPM. And this this carb doesn't have a slide. So it looks like it's converted over to, where the pinch bolt was, and that's where the fuel goes in. I believe this is kind of like a little high-speed needle, so they kind of just tune it. And it doesn't use an exhaust, so it's just straight out. It's been the mount or whatever has been ground off or turned in a lathe, it looks like. So he had sent it to me to be pinched, and I said I could get a little more power out of it too. So we decided to modify it. But I've never done anything for control line, but with no exhaust, you have no back pressure, which kind of throws things in the mix. It's kind of interesting. So we'll dig into the insides and see how tiny this thing is. I just got one bolt in the back plate here just to kind of mock it up. So we have everything apart here, and I guess I didn't really explain what control line was. Control line, I guess I've never seen it in person. I've heard of control line, with a car, and I've heard of it with the airplane. This, he said, runs a 5.5 inch prop, so it's obviously like a control line plane. And he said that this crank on this one is a lot beefier. He said he's broke off some of the smaller .05 cranks, so this one he likes because it has the bigger crank. I'm not sure if it's the bearing diameter or which diameter it is, but so the internals on it are just tiny compared to a 21 piston sleeve. 0.05 cubic inch. It's the smallest sleeve I've pinched too. I had to make some tooling for that. If you can see, one reason I thought I could get some more power out of it for him was the distance between the transfer ports and the exhaust were pretty minuscule. So it was only 29 degrees of blowdown. So I know I could get some more RPMs out of it for him, and so we did some modifying. Did some crank work here too. Did the leading edge a little bit on the back side there and stuff. Not a ton, and we did open up the crank timing a little bit, but it actually wasn't too bad. And you got to be careful with something this small because 5 thousandths on a crank like this is a lot more than something on a 14 millimeter crank on as far as rotation degrees. So you got to be slow and sure of yourself. So I mean, that's about it. This glow plug makes the head look small, but it actually is a bigger glow plug than what the 21s use. This head button does come out too, but it's not a big deal. Look at combustion chambers, almost as big as the glow plug. So it's a pretty cool engine. I guess the most intriguing part is, kind of way they just run wide open. There's no carb slide or anything. And he said it runs a maximum of 15 seconds at a time. So he didn't say the mile per hour. I'd be curious how many miles per hour that is, how many miles per hour that runs. Just the cutest little piston. Now you see that the piston has a relief on both sides. This is a side exhaust engine. A lot of 21s or a lot of 12s have that, so the exhaust is on the side, not on the rear. So you can see on the sleeve would go in this way. He was thinking about having me drill the back plate, but I wasn't quite sure how it would work with the diversion with the exhaust port being on the side exhaust. I thought it would work, but then he wanted to use a different back plate that was more for a roto start or a pull start one, so it really wouldn't work that well, so we didn't do that right now. So Just a cute little engine, kind of interesting project I haven't worked on before, so thought I'd show you guys. Keep liking and sharing the videos and stuff. And got my my speedrun project hit the road today, so we'll do a video on that too. So thanks for watching.